covering the villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
A Villages couple donates a large collection to a meaningful nonprofit, while a resident artist creates a unique piece for a worthy cause. Ron Miller knows all too well what it feels like to be a U.S. soldier serving overseas. He also knows exactly what it means to receive a care package from a stranger. And that is just one reason why he and his wife Trish have decided to donate more than 350 retired Department 56 pieces to Operation Shoebox to help ensure even more U.S. soldiers experience that very same feeling of gratitude with every care package. Ron says it was a Department 56 puppeteer shop piece that Trish first saw and fell in love with. So he bought it, and from there, their appreciation and collection took on a life of its own. Now that they have enjoyed it, they want to give back to help soldiers.
My wife and I wanted to have these pieces go someplace worthwhile. We're career military, and we always took care of the military. They don't get the right, they can't even get the postages. This is what this is about, to give them gifts. And one time I remember getting a package, not from this organization, a different one, and it was cold, and you can't believe, it was a knit hat. It was ridiculously colors, and it had a tassel on top. And I'm gonna tell you, I was in a cold zone. I wore that thing till it wore out. And that was one of the best gifts I had in my life. And that's the way these kids feel. You don't realize that. Like now they send gloves and different things. You and I think, oh, that's no big deal. But I was a recipient once, and I know how this is. He said, this stuff is going to have 2 good lives after it leaves us. It'll go to someone who will really appreciate it, and it'll take care of the soldiers. She knows in her heart where they're going and what the cause is, and so that helps the pain a little bit. I want to thank my wife, too, for everything she's done for this. She's made most of this possible.
One of the big pieces is Holy Land Little Town of Bethlehem.
It's just the beauty of it. I like it. It's got like the old Roman great pillars that come down, all little utensils hanging on it, copper pots and pans hanging, beautiful Arabic rugs, knit rugs hanging off the side of the building, and a little fella on one balcony, because it's so hot, he used to sleep outside. He's sleeping outside on the balcony. It's beautiful stuff. It's not your toys. Some of these little figurines are going to go for peanuts. And I just looked the other day, and they're going crazy. A little figurine of maybe somebody handing out roasted chestnuts. Originally, it was maybe $20. Some of them are going like $139 now. They're going to be very reasonably priced. Do not look at the prices in Department 56, because they're not going to be like that. And the people that know about Department 56, you're going to find some real gems in there. I'm just enticing you to come down there, because they are there. And if you know what you're looking for, you're crazy if you don't come. So it's twofold. You get to have a wonderful thing that goes in your house that you enjoy. You'll also, the best charity in your life, you're giving to these guys who volunteered, young men and women. They volunteered, every one of them.
All of the more than 350 pieces in their original boxes will be up for sale individually from 1 to 6 p.m. Monday at Lake Myona Recreation, and all residents are invited to attend. For more details about this sale, you can contact Sandy DiCristofaro at 352-753-0358. And if you would like to donate to Operation Shoebox, just visit osbtv.org. Click on donations at the top of the page and follow the supporters link. After going in and doing artwork with patients at Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children, Village of Glenbrook resident Glory Coleman felt a calling to a higher mission for arts in healthcare. That has continued to lead her toward doing outreach projects such as the Las Meninas Sculpture Project, which is about empowering healing through art.
This project was designed as a vision by the artist named Antonio Azadi. He is from Madrid, Spain. And he has his Meninas, which are life-size, all over the streets of Madrid. And what he wants to do is send these replicas out to professional artists to design their own design, which will also be taken to different oncology hospitals and centers so that patients can be involved in some of the idea sharing and painting. And then when it's done, like this one is today, it'll be sent back through the hospital to the originator of the project, which is Barbara Hoffman in Arts, Healing, and Medicine in Vero Beach. They are planning to do a gala, both on-site and online, to auction off these Meninas for the fundraising for oncology research, for the centers, and for patients in need. It's an incredible project. Where the patients come in and they said, this makes me feel so peaceful, these colors are beautiful. I enjoy working, and I find when I do my art, I seem to forget everything else that I'm going through, and it really helps me mentally and emotionally. I've really heard that over and over, and I heard it again. In fact, when I finished the Menina, the staff and the patients and the people that came in said, oh, this is beautiful, it makes me feel so peaceful. That's what I thought was really interesting. It made them feel peaceful. So I thought that was pretty great. That made me feel good. After I stenciled on the butterflies, I had them paint in the stencil with complete white paint because the fluorescent colors would not come out bright on just the aqua. They had to be painted on white. So they had a non-threatening and a very easy job, but they could keep talking and they could keep working. And they filled in most of the butterflies with the white paint. One of the reasons I chose this design and these colors is because of the research that I have done and from classes I've taken on colors that help patients feel calmer and less anxious. These colors are very calming and they go together very well, and also aqua is one of my favorite colors. I would rather do the work and create the dynamic and be with the people and see the effect of the art itself. That's really what makes me feel best. I know I'm doing what I'm called to do.
Gloria's Menina is named Rhonda Rita. It will be auctioned off along with 11 others created by local artists and cancer patients at the foundation's locations throughout the state. Each unique statue stands 3 feet tall. The gala is slated to happen either later this winter or next spring. For more details about this project, look at the Only in the Villages feature, starting on the front page of Thursday's Daily Sun.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
This is VNN.
From Bible studies to book clubs, cardio drumming, and mission work, local houses of worship create ministries that allow seniors to socialize and thrive. Every week at Lake Deaton United Methodist Church, there is something for seniors to do. There are Bible studies and book clubs, the faith-based moving out after moving in classes for women experiencing a life transition, as well as mission work. There are also plenty of opportunities for older congregants to get fit thanks to regular cardio drumming classes and more. Reverend Jim Devine says they care about people's spiritual and physical health because it's also important to God. By keeping your body healthy, you're able to move around and do your life's purpose, including God's work. Hope Lutheran Church offers several book clubs, and gatherings are more than just what's on the printed page. Carol Rasmussen leads the club and says this is a chance to get together, catch up on their lives and families, and have fun. It's a bit like a family, she says. A 2022 survey by Faith Communities Today, which tracks trends in the U.S. religious landscape, noted that 33% of U.S. religious congregations are made up of those 65 years old and older. Locally, there are more than 160 active houses of worship within a 20-mile radius of the villages, and the odds of seniors finding ministries or events that cater to them are just high. Take a look at Thursday's Daily Sun for more on this story.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. Warm, muggy days ahead in the villages. Overnight lows are going to be in the mid-70s. The highs are going to be in the low 90s. Friday's high 92. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday's high is going to be 93 degrees. Looking at 30% chance of rain on Friday and a 60% chance of rain on Monday.
If you enjoy being around cute animals, this might be the volunteer opportunity for you. Your Humane Society relies on volunteers to help with socializing and exercising the animals at its Lake Panasoffkee shelter in hopes to get them better prepared to be adopted. Volunteers also help with cleaning, making sure animals have enough food and water, organizing items, and more. If you cannot volunteer on site, your Humane Society SPCA Public Relations and Fundraising Chair Claudia LeBay says you can help the animals by donating food, items, or money to the shelter. For a list of needed items, you can visit hsspca.org. Up next, we see what campers were up to last week.
Rocking, dancing,
Shake your body, baby, do that conga.
relaxing, or romancing. Thank you for listening to Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
The best mix of music, the songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
What's your position, Lunar One? Over.
Repeat that, Mission Control. I don't understand. Over.
What's your position? Over.
I need my hearing aids reprogrammed.
Joe here. We've remotely changed your hearing aid prescription. How do I sound?
Copy that. Loud and clear.
Program your hearing aid from anywhere in the universe with Global Live.
Only at Elite Hearing Centers of America.
The fifth week of Camp Villages featured grandchildren of Villages grandparents giving new activities a try. Over at Clarendon Recreation on Thursday, we caught up with kids playing beach tennis. 8-year-old Luke Sels and his 11-year-old brother Cole were ready to enjoy the racket sport despite the heat. They put their toes in the sand, picked up a racket, and played the sport that is a mix of traditional tennis and pickleball. They soared through the air, aiming to make a return throughout the fun session. Camp Villages instructor Bev Gates says the focus was to have a good time. The kids and adults paired up to play one another first, and by the end it turned into children against elders. On Thursday afternoon, Captiva Recreation was a site for another Camp Villages activity, paper roller coasters. The families were able to see a multi-story, multicolored paper coaster built by a 14-year-old. The goal was then to create their very own design. The kids were encouraged to have fun and make anything they wanted to see where their imagination would take them. They used cardstock of various shapes, colors, and designs, along with glue, crayons, rulers, scissors, and foam boards. 10-year-old Carson couldn't wait to build his coaster along with his grandmother, Laurel Manor Recreation employee Linda Fustel. Carson enjoys roller coasters and wanted to build something that was on the level of the Kumba roller coaster at Busch Gardens, Tampa, which is his favorite. Instructor Kelly Colley, who is the vice principal at the Villages High School, stressed there is no right or wrong with their roller coasters, but there would be plenty of trial and error. The families took home their unique roller coasters in hopes to get them finished and to see if they could get a marble to travel all the way through the design. Then on Friday, the shoes and socks of campers came off as they learned Taekwondo basics at Seabreeze Recreation. Members of the Villages Taekwondo Club encouraged participation by all. Club member Bruce Greenberger told them they wanted everyone to have fun while learning a little something along the way. Younger kids worked on balance and tumbling and played games, while the older children learned the basics of techniques, kicking, and striking. They all learned about self-defense and respect. Bruce says their Camp Villages sessions always fill up quickly, and they hope when the grandkids head home, they consider learning Taekwondo in their spare time. Younger kids even learned how to break boards with their feet, too. Top students, both children and adults, received trophies, while all kids earned a medal for their efforts. 9-year-old Ethan Miller, visiting from New Jersey, had never done Taekwondo before, but he had seen it on TV and wanted to give it a try because he wants to try new things. Camp Villages runs through August 4th. You can visit campvillages.com for a list of activities and to register. Villages High School rising junior Logan Edelstein continues to impress on the bowling lanes. She teamed up with former Buffalo teammate Hannah Wetzel, who now lives in Port St. Lucie, and two Treasure Coast region bowlers, William Arima and Dylan Beck, to pick up a first-place finish in the team's 700 and over handicap field at the Florida State USBC Youth Scholarship Tournament last month. The team that is named Fab Four got off to a strong start. Hannah led the way with a nearly perfect game, shooting at .296. Logan says that boosted their confidence as everyone was making their spares and they were stringing strikes together. Logan finished with a team-high individual series of 731 with games of 213, 265, and 253, while Hannah ended up with a 729 series. Their three-game total for the Fab Four was 2,729 scratch, earning them a second-place finish. But with handicap, they ended up with the highest score at 2,933 total pins. They competed at Boardwalk Bowl, a bowling center they are familiar with, having bowled there for the FHSAA State Championships, as the Villages High School girls bowling team earned a top 12 finish this past season, while Logan and Hannah also finished in the top for girls individually. Logan says knowing how the approaches on the lanes are helps to know how the lanes are going to break down as well. Logan says her Fab Four team all bowled really well, and being able to get the title was great. After a dominant home win on Wednesday night, the Villages SC is just one win away from a division championship. The Buffalo defeated Swan City SC 4-0 at the Villages High School's H.G. Morris Range, with half of their goals coming after a late round of substitutions. The first goal was scored after a variety of Buffalo players made 6 passes in 15 seconds, ending in a score by Freddie Ferreira. Lucas Morris says when they move the ball fast, that is the Villages SC and what they practice every single day. After a goal by Lucas himself, in the 70th minute, head coach Anderson De Silva sent in subs that did raise the level. He thought they had more intensity, more speed, and they were hungry to be there and make a difference. The win puts the Villages SC in first in the Southeast Division. If they win at home 7 p.m. Saturday against Tampa Bay United, they will secure the division title. They have already clinched a playoff spot. For more on this victory and about bowler Logan Edelstein, take a look at the Thursday sports section in your Daily Sun. We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
Our community has over 25,000 senior citizens, and unfortunately, thousands have been victims of fraud.
There are things you can do to protect yourself from being victimized. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Fraud is the one crime you can truly avoid if you know what to look for. To learn more, go to your sheriff's website. Your sheriff's coming together to protect our seniors and our communities.
Right here in the Villages, Matthew Davis says is the largest lapidary club in Central Florida. The Villages Gem and Mineral Society is devoted to the collecting and study of minerals, geology, paleontology, and more, with a focus on lapidary arts, including stone cutting, polishing, faceting, and jewelry making. Members pay dues that go towards the purchase and maintenance of equipment to do their projects. The group is open to new members, and no experience is necessary as all new members go through a training program. Meetings are held at 7:30 p.m. on the first Thursday of the month, which allows for a 2-hour workshop prior to a business meeting. Workshops are held from 5 to 9 p.m. every other Thursday and from 9 a.m. to noon Sundays at Seabreeze Recreation. Here's an excuse for you to do some shopping next week. Several Spanish Springs businesses are having a sidewalk sale from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. next Friday and Saturday. You'll be able to find some sale items on tables and racks placed outside, as well as bargains found inside stores. Some of the participating businesses include Bermuda Bay Clothing, Bryla Fashions, and Patchington. So if you're looking to purchase some unique Florida items, put the sidewalk sale on your calendar for next week. It's time now for a brief commercial break. We'll be right back.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
The number one complaint that I hear from most of my patients, and remember, some of these patients are here against their will, right? Somebody sent them here. They came in kicking and screaming with their arms crossed. And even those folks will tell me their biggest issue that they think they have, or that they even will acknowledge, is understanding people in social settings. You can have a very subtle high-frequency loss and very good normal low-frequency hearing, and you get into a crowd with noise, you're lost, right? You hear people, but you don't understand them. All you have to do by law to fit somebody with a hearing aid is have them push a button to tones, have them repeat words in a quiet situation, and do bone conduction, where they put a bone oscillator on your head, right? That's all it takes legally. But if somebody tells me, hey doc, I can't hear well in noise, or I'm lost in crowds, don't I want that information? Don't I want to assess that? So speech and noise testing is my favorite test that I run with patients, because it quantifies their acknowledgement of a complaint that they know they have. It lets me show them, compared to normal hearing individuals, this is your handicap in noise.
(911), do you need police, fire, ambulance?
Our operators are required to react to every 911 call as if someone's life is depending on it. They'll send a deputy to the address where the call was generated. This takes the deputy's time away from what could be an actual emergency. Hi, I'm Sheriff Bill Farmer. If you accidentally dial 911, don't hang up, stay on the line. Answer a few questions and let the operator move on to the next call. Please, don't hang up.
I'm Natalie from the Villages Entertainment, here with your entertainment beat. If you're looking to beat the heat, the Entertainment Bar Huts have got a drink special for you. They are finishing off their final week of the American Colada, the third drink of the Summer Sipper series. Here's the Village's Entertainment Bar Manager, Alicia Shortland, with more info.
July is here and we're ready to celebrate with fireworks, pool days, and of course our Summer Sipper cocktails. Starting July 2nd, get ready to taste a sip of freedom with our All-American Colada, made with Malibu rum, creamy pina colada, a dash of red and blue, and of course topped with the cherry. This patriotic concoction will transport you to paradise with every sip. Visit our Entertainment Bar Huts. See you on the squares.
Once again, that delicious drink special is available at Open Entertainment Bar Huts at Spanish Springs, Lake Sumter Landing, and Brownwood. Bartenders will start to shake up their newest sipper this weekend, so stay tuned and follow the Village's Entertainment on social media for more info on the latest special. Get ready to listen to the music with the Doobie Others, coming to Savannah Center next Wednesday at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at a box office near you, over the phone, or online. Christmas is coming to the square this weekend. Don't forget to come back for your Entertainment Beat on Friday for information on how you can get in on the holiday fun this weekend. And that's your Entertainment Beat for now.
Thanks, Natalie. Live musical entertainment, of course, is available here every day of the year. And these are the bands ready to perform for you on Friday. That's all the news we have for you now. Make sure to pick up a copy of Friday's Daily Sun to read about a new farm stand selling Village's grown produce. Get out there and enjoy the Village's lifestyle.
This hurricane preparedness tip from VNN and WVLG is brought to you by the Village's Insurance.
Hi, this is WVLG Senior Forecaster Dave Toll. Our furry friends need to be cared for during a hurricane as well. What's the best approach? Create a pet survival kit and include spare litter pan for your cat, clean wipes, trash bags for waste disposal. Create a purchase pet safety kit. Be sure it contains gauze pads, adhesive tape, cotton balls or swabs, 3% hydrogen peroxide, ice pack, disposable gloves, scissors, tweezers, antibiotic ointment, syringe or turkey baster, liquid dishwashing soap for bathing, towels, flashlight, saline eye solution. Have an evacuation plan for your pets. Know your nearest pet-friendly shelters and hotels ahead of time. Do not allow your pets to drink from puddles or eat unknown foods. Keep listening for more information, including pet supplies, tips, and detailed information to keep on hand during hurricane season. Presented by the Village's Insurance, and thank you for listening to your Village's Soundtrack, WVLG.